Welcome to our online resource developed for nursing associates, introducing preparation for prescribing, medicines management and applied pharmacology. This resource has been developed by a diverse range of healthcare professionals, including nursing, pharmacology and prescribing, who have a clear understanding of the learning needs of health and social care professions, including the role of the nursing associate. The aim of this resource is to support your learning and the development of your knowledge, skills and competence in simple pharmacology and application of fundamental concepts related to medicines management in healthcare settings. Your university lecturers will help to guide you through the use of this resource, providing you with advice on how to engage with the materials to help supplement your class learning during the Nursing Associate programme. The resource will encourage self-assessment and reflection of medicines management and pharmacological concepts. It will also be used to help support your revision. And finally, it's important that students use this resource to complement their practice experience and engage with the practice assessor and or supervisors to embed the theoretical learning into supported practice exposure. It is important to note that the resource has been developed in accordance with the NMC requirements. The NMC standards of proficiency represent the standards of knowledge and skills that a nursing associate will need to meet in order to be considered by the NMC as capable of safe and effective nursing associate practice. While the nursing associate role is new, it is particularly important that the public health and care professionals and employers can develop an understanding of what nursing associates know and can do, including what relates to medicines and pharmacology. The nursing associate standards have been designed to apply across all healthcare settings. Now let's take a look at how you gain access to the resource. Your university tutor will arrange for an account to be set up for you using your university email account. The email will arrive from support@hecooperative.co.uk. If you don't think you have received it, please do check your spam and junk folders. Search for emails from support@hecooperative.co.uk. The email you receive will provide you with a link to the resource and will also request that you set up a password. Please make a note of the password. You may also wish to make a bookmark of the domain for the login. If you forget the login, don't forget, it's mmu.healthvle.co.uk. Please take a bookmark, or you should be able to find the link in your university student learning area and resources. Please also ask the tutors. If ever you have any difficulty accessing the platform, please contact our support email, which is support@hecooperative.co.uk. Once you are logged into the resource and would like help or to report an issue, there is a support request button. We encourage you to use this, as we will know exactly where you've been on the resource if you've experienced any issues. If you ever forget your password, then there's a password reset button. If you go into mmu.healthvle.co.uk/login and then select the forget your password, and you'll be sent a new password link. Now let's look at how to use the resource. The resource is set up with two key sections, one section for year 1 and one section for year 2. Let's start by having a look at the main function on the resource, which is the map function. Access the map function by clicking on View Course Map. These resources for nursing associates, as I said, have been divided into two sections, Part 1, Year 1 and Part 1, Year 2. To start accessing the materials, click the section that you want to go into. So for example, if I wanted to go into prescribing governance, I could click here and it would take me to that particular section. Alternatively, you can close down this particular map, and you can access the section by going into the home screen of the resource. I'm going to go into part 1. In part 1, I'm scrolling down and I'm going into pharmacology. This is green, so this is a section that I've actually been in before. If I haven't been in a section before, then it will appear blue. I'm going to now go into prescribing governance. There is only one resource under the prescribing governance. Here I am looking at the prescribing governance resource content. As you can see, we've got some activities in there. After you've spent some time going through the page, then to move on to the next section, you need to click on Mark, Complete and go to Next. It's important that you do this, as the system needs to understand that you have actually read the resource and completed it. If you have clicked on Complete and go to Next, the resource will actually tell you resource marked as complete with a green stripe across the top. Once you've completed it, it will appear green. So the blue ones have not yet been accessed and the green ones have been completed. You can also access quizzes on the resource. Not all of the sections have quizzes. I suggest that you look through the quizzes and familiarise yourself with the way that they work. I'm just going through a quiz here and clicking on any answer, just to demonstrate to you that once you finish the quiz, you will be able to see which ones you got correct and which ones were incorrect. There will also be some comments for you to take note of. You can take the quizzes as frequently as you like. There's no limit to the amount of times that you can actually take a quiz. Now let's take a look at completion receipts. When you have completed all the resources in a section and taken the quiz, you are able to download a completion receipt. It is important that you familiarise yourself with this, as your tutor may ask you to complete a section and provide evidence. This will be in the form of a completion receipt PDF. First of all, make sure all the sections are green, that the system recognises that you have been in and read them, and then you will be able to go into the beginning of the course and select the completion receipt that you are required. Finally, a quick note to let you know that your progress throughout all of the resources is tracked and may be accessed by your tutors. This will be useful for your tutors to see how you are doing in the resource, to make sure that you perhaps have accessed the content that they've asked you to access, or perhaps the quizzes that they've asked you to do. Information on our privacy standards and rules are available on our website. Please take advantage of our technical support and access. We've got 2 buttons in the resource: Submit an Issue and Feedback. Submit an Issue provides us with information about your particular login and where you've been on the resource. Give Feedback is completely anonymous, so we won't know who sent it. So if you just have something general to say about the resource and don't want this linked back to you, then use the Give Feedback button. But please use the Submit an Issue button if you would like us to get back to you on a particular issue. Otherwise, we won't know it's your account. If ever you have any difficulties, please email support@hecooperative.co.uk. If you go on to do your top-up degree level after you've completed your nursing associate role, you will also be able to continue to access this resource at MMU. It will have the same baseline information with some added detail and extra information, building on the knowledge that you've acquired through accessing this resource. And finally, I'd like to finish by saying I hope that you enjoy the resource.